Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs. Summertown Eagles. Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Facing those challenges is easier together. That's why Jack Davis specializes in group insurance. Cover the most valuable aspect of your business, your employees, with coverage for life, accident, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize to meet every need. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987. Contact Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
It's never too late to change your career or to go back to school. The decision to go back to school wasn't easy. Look at me, a wife, a mother, a degree in dental for 17 years. But here I am at LTC, studying towards a career in cosmetology, and it's been the best decision I have ever made.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports. on the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody to the Ralph Benson Memorial Gym here at Lawrence County High School, getting ready for tonight's big in-county rivalry between the visiting Lady Eagles of Summertown and the home squad, the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. This is AJ Good, joined alongside Clint Brazier here, bringing you tonight's contest. Taking a quick look at both sides, Lawrence County coming in at 29-9 overall, 12-1 within their district. Their head coach is Steve Keaton. Summertown 19-14 overall, 10-2 within their district. Their head coach is Andrea Kelly. So, Clint, it's been a long time since Lawrence County has beaten Summertown. Last win came back in a tournament in Franklin, Tennessee. They won that one 2-0. So it's been since that point that Lawrence County's picked up a win over the Lady Eagles, a very long stretch, and you've witnessed a few of those games throughout the course of time.
I have. Now, my older two kids, they didn't play volleyball, so it's really just I did watch some in those state tournament runs before got there, but I knew it had been a long time since Lawrence County had beaten Summertown, especially in a regular season game, not a best 2 out of 3 like tournament, but it's kind of a perfect storm right now. Summertown without Abby Jo Schaefer, as everybody knows, but also without their best hitter and blocker in Millie Emerson. She's out with mono, and it's kind of set up. I would never pick Lawrence County because I got a daughter that plays for Summertown, but I kind of like their odds right now.
All right, now we're going to pause for the national anthem. That was the national anthem. It's been a busy week here for both sides so far. Lawrence County coming off a 5-set loss to a district rival in Lincoln County, as Summertown picked up a 3-0 win on Monday night against Collinwood. These two met up at the nest just a few weeks ago. Summertown coming away with a 3-1 win in that game. Bit of a change up here tonight. Summertown wearing their all-black uniforms. Lawrence County will be rocking the pink tops tonight. And the biggest thing to notice here, Clint, we got new bleachers.
Got new bleachers. Looks beautiful. It's hard. It's hard. These bleachers I grew up running up and down and puking on in my playing days, not being here. But it looks really, really good. Also, big shout out to Steve Keaton. This is the first regular season volleyball game. I don't know if Lawrence County does in all of them, but introducing the starters and a national anthem, great job.
Yeah, they kind of just randomly do the national anthem, like it just starts playing and everyone stands up. This is the first time, though, that they've actually introduced the starting lineups here this season.
Right.
So, Clint, what's kind of the keys to victories here for both sides in this game?
Well, I think if you're Lawrence County, don't make mistakes. You've got to limit unforced errors. You know, Summertown right now, they don't have the, my daughter's a libero for 3 years, and she's maybe our best hitter right now with the two bigs out. So you're not going to be challenged a whole lot on have trouble setting, have trouble patting. They just kind of struggle all over. You just can't give them freebies if you're Lawrence County. That's your key. I think you're better at the line. I think as far as your back row all around's probably more talented than Summertown. If you're Summertown, Coach Audrey Kelly's changed her lineup. She's shuffled some kids in, playing two true freshmen all the time. Yeah. And you just keep building on kind of the momentum you've got going right now. And it kind of started after that loss to Loretta that was so bad. But this team's kind of got a little belief in them right now that we can get back to state. I don't think their goal is to win the district or region, but I think they know they can get back to state, and that'd be a pretty good achievement, not having your two best hitters and the seniors that graduated from the year before.
Yeah, they've already wrapped up that number 2 spot there in the district tournament next week, Monday and Tuesday from Mount Pleasant. All indications are they'll be in that championship game and then move ahead to the region. And
Speaking of, I need you, if you can be there Monday, to be at Mount Pleasant, because I'm going to be gone on a golf trip. I'm leaving out Friday. Okay?
Okay.
So you're going to pick up my slack.
So that's why you're not calling the Waverly game
That's
on
right.
Friday.
Well, I wasn't going to do that anyways. Y'all would have to write me a check before I went over there. It wouldn't be volunteer work if I went to Waverly.
Annalie Kelly will be.
I feel bad saying that, Ty Bryant.
Yeah. Hey, we have a feature on Ty Bryant coming up at halftime for all of our games this week, as Annalie Kelly will serve this one up. Dug out by Williams. Sadie Grace Cole setting up Sophie. That one is dug out by Kelly. Laura Gillum. Over to Emily Brazier. That one is dug out by Sophie. Over to Williams. Now to Sadie Grace. Over the net. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Ellie Lou Mason. That one's dug out by Gigi Wallace. Williams. Now to Cole. That one's it, and the first point of the game goes to the Lady Cats.
Good pass. I give both setters on both sides. That was a long first point. And finally, Lawrence County got a really good set there, and Sadie Grace does what she does.
Lawrence County's kind of mixed things up here the last couple games, getting Cammie Williams more involved with the set aspect of it. Reynolds digs out that serve. Gillum over the Mason, blocked. Gillum slaps this one back over, and they will say someone went over the net there to make it 2-0 Lawrence County.
Good. What led to that? Good block by Garland and Kerr. Yeah. Great job getting up right there.
Sadie Grace Cole back to serve again. That one's dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Brazier, gets it over. Dug out by Sadie Grace, over to Sophie Cole. Now Cammie Williams pushes that one over. Kelly. Gillum. Now to Mason. Battle at the net, won by Mason.
Well, it was a bad set by Summertown that led to a point, because I don't think Lawrence County realized that the set that we actually set them. So good job by Laura Gillum. We'll give her the kill on that one.
Hey, she gets credit for the assist.
That's right.
Brazier back to serve. It's dug out by Sophie Cole. Sadie Grace setting up Williams. Gets it over, dug out by Brazier. Gillum back to Reynolds. Tipped. And they're going to call Lawrence County in the net.
I think they're going to get Garland being in the net on that one. I didn't see it, but the net is moving. Of course, the ball also hit it.
Right. 2-2 here in the first set. Next serve here from Brazier. And that one is just a hair long, and Lawrence County retakes the lead at 3-2.
And if you're Summertown, I said Lawrence County can't have unforced errors. You sure can if you're Summertown. You can have serves in the net and serves long.
Kerr back to serve here for the Lady Cats, one of 5 seniors on this team. It's dug out by Kelly. Brazier. Now to Reynolds. Tip dug out by Kerr. Cole setting up Wallace over the net. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Mason. Dug out by Sophie. Over to Sadie Grace. Sent over. Nobody there. Her patented shot makes it 4-2 Lady Cats.
Good eyes, good hands there by Sadie Grace. Just, I think I could have dropped one in there. The hole that big.
Sadie Grace's second kill. Gillum now setting up Josie Burleson. And that shot goes on to make it 5-2. JC, excuse me. Yeah, that's my first mix-up of a Burleson tonight.
That's all right. So got a lot more ball left to cover for Summertown this year.
Gillum now setting up Reynolds. Dug out by Kerr. Cole setting up Williams. Gets it over and wide. Makes it 5-3.
You know, I kind of said it in our broadcast the other night when I was calling from Collinwood. What Summertown doesn't do a very good job of is other teams have bad sets too where they set us, but we don't read it quick enough to go hit it down. We had an opportunity there. We got lucky. It was just wide on the return from Lawrence County.
As Williams knocks that one down, makes it 6-3 Lady Cats. Williams comes away with her first kill at 17 last night against Lincoln County. Cammie Garland out. Reagan Frakes in for Lawrence County. Sophie Cole serve. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum setting up Mason. Dug out by Kerr. Off the net, off of Gillum and in. So it's 7-3.
I thought that ball was going to be out. I couldn't really tell and just kind of got on Laura. Going to change setters here as Huffstetler is going to come in for Gillum.
Sophie Cole back to serve. That one is dug out by diving Brazier. Huffstetler now to Mason, and that one on the sideline makes it 7-4.
I bragged on her, that young lady, the other night at Collinwood. She's earned her stripes. She's not going to be treated or going to feel like a sophomore next year because she stepped in a big role, and she gets better and better.
Ainsley Pennington coming into the game.
And she just played 3 JV games.
Yeah, I was getting ready to point that out. Pennington serve, dug out by Kerr. Williams sends that one over. Brazier, Gillum. Over to Reynolds. Diving save by Williams, but that one's going to fall in. That makes it 7-5.
Good effort by Williams. Good drop shot by Mackenzie Reynolds. Didn't try to hit that one. She didn't have the best set to do it and just found a spot in the floor.
Second assist for Gillum, first kill for Reynolds. Next serve from Pennington, dug out by Kerr. Williams sends that one over. Reynolds. And now Pennington over the net. Sophie. Sadie Grace setting up Frakes. And Reynolds digs that one out. Long. And a battle at the net. It's sent back over by diving Pennington. Cole will push that back over. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum now back to Brazier. That one's in. It's a 7-6 Lawrence County lead.
She's my kid, but that's a pretty good hit from the back row. Good set.
Seen a lot of those lately. It's kind of a shot that teams develop later in the season. Saw a bunch yesterday in Lincoln County as well. Pennington's next serve, dug out by Kerr. Williams, Frakes, tipped over, dug out by Pennington. Gillum now over to Reynolds, dug out by Kerr. Cole over to Williams, and that one doesn't get over the net. We're tied up at 7.
Yeah, I don't think that was blocked. I just don't think she timed it just good enough to get that one over. I'd still set her every time I could, though.
Yeah. Pennington's next serve, dug out by Kerr. Williams setting up Cole. It's dug out by Gillum, sent back over by Frakes. Reynolds back in the play, and Brazier will get it over the net.
I'm not sure that wasn't 4 hits. Did Lawrence County ever block that?
I'm not sure. This stuff happens so fast over here. Kerr, Cole, now to Williams. And she gets her revenge to help the Lady Cats retake the lead at 8-7.
Good set. She just hammered that one home.
It's her second kill. Arlie Thomas will check in the game. Serve it up here. Thomas will become the team's primary setter after this. That one is dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Reynolds. Battle at the net. And then Gillum will push it back, but sends it wide, makes it 9-7.
I'm okay with that decision, but we got to keep that one on the floor.
Thomas's next serve. Dug out by Maddie Gillum. Over to Laura. Now to Reynolds. Another battle at the net.
That's Sadie Grace getting up there and just blocking it and not letting Reynolds get anything off there.
So Cole picks up her third kill. Makes it 10-7 Lady Cats here in the first. Next serve from Thomas. Dug out by Maddie Gillum. Over to Laura. Now to Gabby Long. That one is long. Makes it 11-7.
Having a hard time keeping anything on the floor is Summertown. Of course, you can credit that to Lawrence County's defenders. They are getting up and putting hands on everything. Just make it where Summertown feels like they have to lob it enough. And if they do keep it on the floor, they're not having anything on it that's just easy to dig out.
Thomas digs out that Reynolds kill attempt. Kerr now to Wallace, sent over. Diving save back to Lawrence County. Thomas, Cole, and they'll call it carry there on Sophie to make it 11-8.
That's a gift for Summertown because they needed something to get them off that rotation. They were having a hard time getting any set, getting any kind of hit. I would say Reynolds like this side over here by the judge a whole lot more than she likes that other side with that left hand. Reynolds is back to serve now.
And Cole drills that one right on the line to make it 12-8. She'll pick up her fourth kill. First assist for Thomas. Gigi Wallace has turned the serve for the Lady Cats.
Also the girlfriend of Ty Bryan here. I was hoping to say that loud enough.
Yeah, he didn't turn around for you.
Embarrassing. Miscommunication there by the Lady Eagles. Going to give a free one to Lawrence County.
And what a save there by Brazier. Frakes, Thomas, now over to Cole. Tipped over, and Reynolds sends it back. Wallace over the net, and Long can't handle that one.
Well, those are the kinds I was talking about. I mean, Lawrence County set you. If Long times that right, she can She can just hammer it home. You don't have to let that. She just didn't time it right and didn't get a good hit on it.
13-8, it's a Lady Cat lead. Wallace to serve it again. One is dug out by Kelly. Gillum over to Brazier, tipped over, dug out by Thomas. Cole over to Sadie Grace.
That never got over the net.
13-9 is the Lady Cat lead. Gillum back to serve here as Maddie Gillum checks out. And J.C. Burleson back in. Gillum serve, dug out by Sophie. Thomas over to Kerr. And speaking of, comes and takes advantage there if the kill is Burleson.
Probably could have been called two hands there, too. That ball spun where it's not supposed to. Kind of set Summertown more than it did Lawrence County.
Wallace now over to Sophie Cole, and that one's long. Makes it 13-11. Starting to see the errors, Clint, here pile up for both sides. Yep. Gillum back to serve. Dug out by Sophie. Thomas over to Sadie Grace. That one's long.
Whoa,
they say it was tipped there, so that'll make it 14-11. As Cole will pick up her 5th kill, 2nd assist for Thomas.
Coach Kelly doesn't agree with it, but I don't see any Summertown players
arguing too much.
Arguing. So usually Emily Brazier would be the one to go over there and get an explanation, but must not have been that close.
Reagan Brazier in to serve. Emily Brazier over to Gillum, gets it over the net. Kerr, Thomas setting up Cole. And that one pinballs over to Brazier, gets over the net. Reagan Brazier, Thomas over to Cole. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum. Now to Emily Brazier. And Lawrence County called in the net, makes it 14-12.
Back to where we started.
Anna Lee Kelly back to serve here for Summertown.
Took 26 points to get there, so that shows you're back and forth, and that's not what you can have. You just get a big point, and man, it just those things will kill you in tight games.
Cami Williams checks in for Arlie Thomas. Sadie Grace Cole back to serve it up for the 2nd time here in the first set. That one barely gets over the net. Kelly digs out. Gillum sends it over. Kerr. Cole slaps it back over. Kelly digs it out over to Reynolds. Now Gillum over the net. Wallace. Cole over to Williams. Tipped. Kelly makes the save. Burleson back in the play and Gillum over the net. Sophie. Sadie Grace setting up Kerr. Pushed over. And they call her for a carry. It's at 15-13. Brazier's turn the serve again. 2nd time here in the first set. It is dug out by Williamson, back to Summertown. Brazier.
Should get a free one there.
Gillum over to Mason, dug out by Cole. Sophie. Now to Wallace, gets that one over the net. Kelly. Gillum. Over to Reynolds. That one's in.
I kind of agree with Steve Keaton. I think Summertown probably could have got called for 2 on that one on the set.
15-14 now is the Lady Cat lead as Reynolds comes away with her 2nd kill. Gillum with her 4th assist. Next serve from Brazier. Dug out by Wallace. Cole setting up Williams. Tipped, dug out by Gillum. Kelly over to Reynolds.
Good drop. Ooh.
They call the lift there.
Now, I don't agree with that one. I think that was a makeup call because I think it definitely was the one before.
16-14, the Lawrence County lead here in the first set. Kerr back to serve again. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum over to Burleson. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace setting up Cami Garland. But
good job by Ellie Lou Mason. That's what I was talking about. Just read it. Sometimes the other team will set you. Sometimes you don't even have to do all the work, if you'll just read it.
Burleson checks out. Maddie Gillum in. She'll go back and serve. Dug out by Kerr. Cole sent over. Dug out by Gillum.
Oh, my goodness.
And a miscommunication there makes it 17-15.
I think we're going to get a timeout by Coach Kelly after that.
Yeah, she will call it.
Might be worth staying with it because you may see her bite a clipboard in half or something.
We still got to take a break here. Got to make the commercial guy's happy. So we'll be back here on the X Sports Network.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenneke has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenneke Properties. Visit Tenneke.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in the Ralph, Andrea Kelly's burned her first time out here in the first set. Lawrence County leading 17-15. Sophie Cole's serve, dug out by Kelly.
I think that probably would have went long. Kelly had to jump to save it.
Cole now over to Williams. And pinballed around. Maddie Gillum.
Oh, that would have been long too.
Yeah.
So Lawrence County bailed Summertown out.
And Williams can't get it over, makes it 17-16.
Good effort by the freshman Maddie Gillum, chasing that all the way down. I don't know. I can't believe she got it as close to staying on the court as she did.
I mean, she just took a baseball swing
Yeah.
at that thing and sent it way over to the other side. Ainsley Pennington in the serve, dug out by Sophie. Williams over to Sadie Grace.
Good hit by Sadie Grace.
Gillum now over to Reynolds. Blocked by Frakes, dug out by Pennington. Gillum here to Long, blocked by Frakes again. Long, Gillum over to Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Sophie now over to Cammie Williams. She'll get this one over the net. As Gillum going to set up Long. Dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace pushes that one over. Double hits it. And we're tied at 17.
And, you know, my keys to the game is you can't give up unforced errors. And I think that's probably half the points here, AJ.
I haven't looked at the error count yet, but I would venture to say that's the case. Williams now over to Frakes.
Good hit by Reagan.
And
get two hands, Summertown.
Gillum called for the two hands. Lawrence County retakes a lead at 18-17. Thomas now in for Williams. 1 point lead here in the first set. Side just going back and forth here. Serve here from Thomas. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly over to Long. Gets it over. Dug out by Cole. Thomas over to Sadie Grace. Dug out by Gillum. Over to Laura. Now to Reynolds. Tipped. Dug out by Sadie Grace. Thomas. Now over to Sophie. Gets that one over the net. Brazier. Gillum. Setting up Brazier. Off the top of the net and in. And Summertown ties it up at 18.
Good hit, but good luck, too, there on that one. Those are just almost undefendable.
Fifth assist for Gillum. Second kill for Brazier. Reynolds back to serve. Dug out by Sadie Grace. Thomas back to Cole. Punches it over. Reynolds. Gillum over to Brazier. Dug out by Sophie. Thomas over to Sadie Grace. Tipped over and sent back to Lawrence County. Thomas now to Wallace. Dug out by Gillum. Laura. Tipped over by Brazier. And that one will land for Summertown. It gets their first lead of the first set at 19-18. Back-to-back kills here for Brazier. Gillum back to serve. Excuse me, it's Reynolds. Kerr. Thomas over to Cole. Dug out by Gillum. Laura sends it over. And pinballs around. Brazier sends it back. Wallace. Thomas. Cole will get it over. Brazier. Gillum now back to Brazier. That one's in. A 2-point Lady Eagle lead.
Good job by not falling apart there by the Lady Eagles. Just kept digging it out and finally got a good set and a good hit.
Steve Keaton calls his first time out. We will be back here on the X Sports Network.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
So Lawrence County uses its first time out of the first set, trailing 20-18. Reagan Frakes kill blocked by Long. Thomas now back to Sadie Grace Cole. Off the top of the net, dug out by Reynolds. Gillum over to Brazier. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Thomas slaps it over. Gillum to Laura, over to Brazier. Dug out by Thomas. Cole setting up Sadie Grace. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum over to Brazier. Slammed home, a 3-point lead.
I'd like to say I taught her that, AJ, but I cannot take any credit for that.
5th kill for Brazier, 8th assist there for Gillum. 21-18 is a Summertown lead here in the first set. Reynolds serve, dug out by Kerr. Thomas over to Sadie Grace. And that one's long, 22-18. And Steve Keaton will burn his second and final timeout here of the first set. We will take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Need a trailer? How about saws, tools, loaders, or generators? You can find all of that and much, much more at Old School Rentals. Owner Ryan Smith, located on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
And back here at the Ralph, it's a 4-point Summertown lead, 22-18 here in the first set. Lawrence County's used up both of its timeouts. Reynolds serve, dug out by Sadie Grace. Thomas back to Cole. Long, and it's 23-18.
Heard somebody for Lawrence County yell out on that serve. I don't think it would have been. I think Sadie Grace had to jump and save that.
Reynolds back to serve again. Dug out by Kerr. Thomas here to Sophie Cole. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum over to Brazier. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Thomas over to Sadie Grace. And that one goes in. Makes it 23-19.
Good hit by Sadie Grace, getting them off the snide there. Kind of stuck there for a while.
Wallace back to serve. Cole picks up kill number 6, third assist for Thomas. Wallace's serve. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Brazier. That one's in. Lady Eagles now a point away. Or Gillum back to serve. Maddie Gillum checks out. J.C. Burleson back in. It's a serve from Gillum. Dug out by Kerr. Thomas. And that one's in the net. And Summertown will take the first set 25-19 to take a 1-0 advantage. We'll be back here in a couple minutes with the start of the second set on the X Sports Network.
Fred Webb, broker, United Country, Southern Tennessee Realty. Let me and my team serve you.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
Travis Caldwell, 629-3033.
On a Webb, 931-321-8226.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming an over-the-road driver at Southeast Carriers, we guarantee you can spend equal time on the road as with family. Along with multiple benefits, you will receive a base pay of 50 cents per mile. To make your job as easy as possible, we provide you with the latest technology, and you are not required to deliver through the heavy traffic along the East Coast. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph as we get ready to start the second set. Summertown taking the first 25-19 from Lawrence County. Error-wise, Lawrence County with 13 in the first. Summertown had 9. Lady Eagles ended the first set on an 8-1 run.
Yeah, it was good rotation there. You had Mackenzie Reynolds serving most of that, and Emily Brazier, she kind of came alive.
Sophie Cole over to Cammie Williams. That one's long, and Summertown with an early 1-0 lead.
And I think that's just the difference in that first set, AJ, is 13. You know, what was the point difference? 13-9.
6, yeah.
I mean,
4 points.
They add up.
Brazier serve, dug out by Wallace. Williams over to Cole. She'll get this one over the net. Brazier. Gillum now over to Burleson. On the –
ooh. Whoa.
They're going to call it long, so game tied at 1. Whew. I look right on the back line to both of us.
You get volunteers, you know.
Yeah. They're not perfect.
I've never done it. I've never done it before in my life, AJ. I pay somebody to do it if it's ever my turn.
Williams. Ooh, dug out by Brazier. Williams sends it back, takes advantage. It's a 2-1 Lady Cat lead.
Well, again, that's another one of those, and I know Ellie Lou's a freshman, but that's one of those she's got to read where Brazier had to do everything she could just to keep it alive. You've got to go be at the net to meet that and try to block it when it gets returned.
Kerr serve, dug out by Kelly. Some back to Lawrence County. Cole. Sophie. Now back to Sadie Grace and off the foul pole, and we're tied up at 2.
Give a big shout out to Emily's granddad and loyal Exports listener, Mr. Jay Chapman. He's at home under the weather, and he doesn't miss any volleyball, so he must really be sick, but he's watching us live.
Cole digs out that serve. Williams slaps it over.
Yeah, miscommunication there.
And that one will fall in. Lady Cats lead at 3-2.
And that's on Brazier. You know, she may have yelled mine or whatever, but you're the senior and you're the captain. Everybody in the gym should have known who's getting that pass. Had 3 Lady Eagles run into each other.
Frank St. Garland out. Sophie Cole back to serve. She had 6 aces against Lincoln County last night. Maddie Gillum over to Laura, now to Mason. Dug out by Kerr. Sophie over to Cammie Williams, slapped over, and a carry called.
Carry.
Tied up here at 3.
I kind of agree with that.
Kelly and Mason out. Pennington and Long in for Summertown.
Yeah, just one thing about this Summertown team, AJ, you're going to see a lot of kids that were just in that 3-game set in the JV game.
Frank's going to come away with her first kill of the game as Lawrence County makes quick work on that point.
Good set. Even better hit by Reagan there.
Actually, it's – oops. Make sure I hit the right button on the stat here. That is Frank's first kill. Second assist for Williams. Thomas in for Williams. She'll serve in the net, and we're tied up at 4. First service error of the game for the Lady Cats as Reynolds had the hot hand there at the end of the first set back to serve.
Yeah, this is kind of the rotation where Summertown went on a run. See if Summertown keeps trying to set Brazier and see if Lawrence County maybe makes some adjustment, gets 2 blockers over there.
Kelly digs out that a chance. Cole and block. Cole, that one's dug out by Long. Kelly over to Brazier. Off the top of the net, dug out by Cole. Thomas now to Sophie Cole. And that one's in, and the Lady Cats take the lead at 5-4.
Good job. Good hit from the back row. Just skimmed the top of the net a little bit and just kind of one of those, again, just unguardable.
Wallace back to serve for the Lady Cats. Dug out by Kelly.
Well, we are not getting very good passes at all, is Summertown. Kelly just, that almost wasn't even returned. I don't think that one got over.
Either. Wallace now over to Cole. Dug out by diving Kelly. Gillum here to Brazier. Dug out by Cole. Thomas over to Sadie Grace. And can't be stopped by Summertown. Makes it 6-4 Lady Cats. Thomas coming away with assist number 5, 7th kill here for Sadie Grace Cole. 2-point lead here in the first set. Wallace back to serve here for the Lady Cats again. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum back to Reynolds. Dug out by Wallace. Thomas setting up Cole. Pushed over. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum back to Brazier and never makes it over.
Yep.
7-4.
Be surprised. Probably going to see a timeout by Coach Kelly here in just a second if Summertown can't get off here.
Wallace back to serve again. Hot hand here in the second set. Kelly digs this one out. Gillum over to Brazier. Dug out by Wallace. Thomas. Here to Wallace, who punches it over.
Should get a free one, should Summertown.
Gillum over to Brazier. Doesn't make it over, and it's 8-4.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was Gillum to Brazier that last game, that last set that was so effective, but either him can't time it right, or I don't know what we're doing. That's 2 in a row.
Wallace to serve again.
That's the dad frustration coming out.
Gillum slaps it over. Cole. Thomas pushes it over. Dug out by Reynolds. Nobody there. It's now 9-4. For the Lady Cats here, Thomas comes away with her first kill. 5-point lead here in the second set. Serve here from Wallace. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Brazier. And that one can't be handled. Makes it 9-5.
Finally, Summertown gets off 4. I thought we was going to get stuck there. Been a while since I've seen a 25-4 game, but I thought that's the way it was looking there for a minute.
So it's the 10th assist for Gillum, 7th kill for Brazier. And Gillum will serve. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Thomas setting up Kerr. And
set was a little behind her, or a missed time jump.
It's a 9-6 here for the Lady Cats. Next serve from Gillum, dug out by Wallace. Thomas, nobody there. That's now 9-7.
I was kind of wondering why Coach Kelly didn't call the timeout. She knew what she was doing. She didn't want to break up this run we're going on here.
Cammy Williams will come in for Arlie Thomas. And a point here for Summertown. Looks like Lawrence County was
well.
Ooh, Steve Keaton let an official know about it. 9-8 is the lead now. Williams to Cole. Tip, dug out by Brazier. Long over, dug out by Williams. Wallace over to Cole, can't make it over, and we're tied up at 9.
Now, hey, this thing means a lot to Lawrence County and the players, but it means a lot to Steve Keaton too, because he's done some great things since he came to Lawrence County. But one thing he hadn't done is beat Summertown.
Cole, Williams over to Kerr. That one is long, and Summertown takes the lead at 10-9. And now Steve Keaton will call his first timeout here of the second set. We will take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an AMAR Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464.
And back here at the Ralph, Summertown on a 6-0 run here has taken a 10-9 lead. Steve Keaton burns his first time out of the second set. Gillum serve, dug out by Sophie Cole. Williams to Kerr. Barely got it over. Sent back to Lawrence County. Brazier, Gillum. Back to Brazier. Dug out by Cole. Williams over to Sadie Grace. Blocks and back over. Long sends it over. Williams. Sophie. Sadie Grace again. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum over to Brazier. Blocked.
Good defense
Williams.
by Lady Cats.
Kerr over the net. Kelly. Gillum. Now over to Burleson. Tipped. And they're going to call Burleson in the net. We're tied up at 10.
I thought she was going to get away from it. It was a little late, but she did get in it.
Cammie Garland, Reagan Brazier check in for the Lady Cats. Brazier back to serve.
My kinfolk coming back here, so I'm rooting for Summertown and Reagan Brazier.
It's like name that Brazier, name
right.
that Burleson here in this game. Brazier served, dug out by Brazier. Gillum back to Emily Brazier, dug out by Williams. Garland setting up Williams, who pushes it over. Kelly. Gillum over to Emily Brazier. Long.
I could tell that one was mistimed, and I had a bad feeling if she was going to try to hit that hard, she was going to have a hard time keeping it in.
Lady Cats retake the lead here at 11-10 the second set. Summertown took the first set 25-19. Brazier to serve again. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum over to Burleson. Off of Brazier. Wallace, a diving
Great
save,
job
and
by
Williams
GG.
over the net.
Oh, my goodness.
Gillum sends it back. Kerr. Williams over to Cole. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum over to Brazier. Block sent back. And pinballs. Man, that will go in for the point. And the Lady Cats lead it by 2.
Hey, you got to credit that G.G. Wallace. Chased that down, kept it alive. And, I mean, just barely got over to be returned for Summertown, but great job getting that point.
Impressive rally for the Lady Cats. Brazier digs out the serve. Gillum over to Burleson. Nobody there.
JC.
She splits the difference to cut the lead to 1.
Good set by Gillum.
Gillum with assist number 11, second kill for Burleson. Pennington and Long check out. Mason and Kelly check back in. Kelly back to serve again here in the second set. Dug out by Sophie, over to Sadie Grace, over. Diving save by Gillum. Brazier over the net. Wallace. Cole. Here to Sadie Grace, back over. Dug out by Brazier. Reynolds. Back to Brazier, dug out by Wallace. Williams. Over to Sophie Cole. And a hair long. We're tied up at 12.
Well, that's kind of same thing on Summertown's side. Had to lay out and just keep the ball alive, and luckily got the point out of it.
All knotted up here. Back and forth we go between these two rivals. Kelly serve. Dug out by Williams. And can't be handled. An ace for Kelly. They retake the lead at 13-12. Let's see. Second ace. Only the first ace for either side in this game. Kelly serve. Dug out by Williams. Cole. Over to Sophie. Dug out by Gillum. Kelly. Here to Brazier. Dug out by Wallace. Williams setting up Cole. Tipped over. Blocked by Burleson. Wallace. Williams back over the net. Kelly. Gillum. And it's Brazier. She'll get this one over. Cole. Williams. Here to Garland. Can't get it over. 2 points. Summertown lead.
Misfortune, Lawrence County had a couple of good sets there to be able to set a couple of their better hitters and just couldn't get anything out of it.
2-point Lady Eagle lead. Kelly serve. Dug out by Wallace. Cole. Over to Williams. That one is long. It's now a 3-point lead.
And Lee's got one of those serves that just carries, and you don't know. Some goes long some, but it's hard to decide if you need to save it or not.
Steve Keaton will burn his second and final timeout here in the second set. We'll take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
Fall on the Hill returns to Minor Hill October 7th from 2 to 8 with live music all day, vendors, hay rides, a petting zoo, pony wagon rides, a pop-up paint party, face painting, putt-putt golf, a jams and jellies contest, inflatables, and much more. Plus, don't miss the fireworks show at 8 p.m. Fall on the Hill 2023, brought to you by Minor Hill Alliance and Liquor World. Enjoy a day full of awesome music from Brace Killen, Damon Schrader, Josh Reisner, and Salem Rats. Armbands are $5. Don't miss Fall on the Hill, October 7th from 2 to 8 at 165 Ray Branch Road in Minor Hill, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph, it's a 3-point Summertown lead as Lawrence County has burned up all of its timeouts here in the second set. Summertown also leading it 1-0. Sophie over to Sadie Grace, setting up Garland. Gets it over, dug out by Gillum. Burleson. Now to Brazier. Dug out by Williams. Cole. Over to Sadie Grace. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum. And can't handle that one.
That wasn't on Gillum. He got to have a better pass to her. Put her in the net. She just had to do everything she could to save it.
15-13 is the Summertown lead here in the second set. Sadie Grace back to serve again. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum. Over to Mason. And that one hit the foul pole. And it's a 1-point lead.
Got to be better than that if you're Ellie Lou. Had a pretty good set there. Just got to time it a little better and get a better hit on it.
Cole back to serve again. Off the top of the net, dug out by Kelly. Gillum.
No, man.
Over to Burleson. Williams sends it back over. Brazier saves it. Kelly. Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace over. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum. Back to Brazier. That one's in. 2-point lead again. The 12th assist for Gillum. Brazier coming away with kill number 8. Speaking of Brazier, back to serve here. 2-point lead in the second set. Is dug out by Williams.
Summertown
Cole.
should get something to work with.
Williams pushes it over. Reynolds. Brazier. Back to Reynolds. Dug out by Williams. Cole. Here to Williams. Blocked. Dug out by Sophie. Now to Sadie Grace to Kerr. That one's long, and it's now a 3-point lead.
Good block there by Burleson and Mason. Big hit there by Williams. I don't know if I'd been brave enough to jump up there to try to block that one, because when Williams hits it, she puts hurting on it.
I mean, your hands are stinging after that one. Brewer will come in for Garland. Brazier serve, dug out by Wallace. Cole setting up Williams. Dug out by Gillum. Mason in the air. And Gillum will get it over to the net.
Get a free one. Should Lawrence County. I'd set Williams again.
Brewer that time gets a set and takes advantage, cutting the lead to 2.
Good job. That good set. Good hit by Brewer.
Her first kill, 4th assist for Sadie Grace Cole. And Kerr will go back and serve it up. Seen both sides here, Clint, kind of sending messages to their team with some, kind of random substitutions here. Gillum now over to Burleson. Dug out by Sophie to Sadie Grace. Now to Williams. That one's in, and it's a 1-point game.
Good hit there. Summertown can only try to block it. Goes off of Summertown.
6th kill for Williams. 5th assist for Cole. Kerr serve. Dug out by Kelly.
We got to have better passes. Kelly passed that one into our bench. Now we're going to get a free one.
Cole. Sadie Grace setting up Brewer. That one's in, her second kill, and we're tied up at 17.
Great hit by Brewer, but if you're Summertown, you got to be on the net. I mean, you can't give that much space for it to hit to come roll down your arm. If you're going to get a block on it, it's got to go back to the other side of the net.
Kelly. Gillum setting up Reynolds. Dug out by Sophie. Over to Sadie Grace, setting up Brewer again. That one is dug out. Gillum. Over to Burleson. Blocked by Williams and in. The Lady Cats retake the lead 18-17.
You remember that rotation I said that we got to get off of? We're in it. Coach Kelly's going to take a timeout too.
Yeah, her first time out here, the second set, trailing by 1. We'll take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the Ralph, Summertown uses first timeout. They trail Lawrence County by 1 here in the second set. Burleson dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace over to Williams. Deflected over to Kelly. Gillum here to Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace setting up Wallace now. Dug out by diving Gillum. Brazier here to Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Sophie now over to Williams. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly. Now to Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace over to Cammie Williams. That one's long. We're tied up at 18.
It was really lucky there for the Lady Eagles. They just seems like Summertown couldn't get the pass or the set and just kept having to return it. And Lawrence County just couldn't make anything out of it.
Maddie Gillum in for Burleson. She'll serve. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace over to Williams. Slammed home. Lady Cats retake the lead, 19-18.
Yeah, that one's pretty simple. I'm not overthinking that one if I get that opportunity again on the next play.
7th assist for Cole, 7th kill for Williams. Brewer will check out. Reagan Franks in. Sophie Cole back to serve. Lady Cats still looking for their first ace of the game. Cole serve, dug out by Brazier. Gillum sends that one over, and a carry call. It's a 2-point Lady Cat lead.
I like the idea. Just tough break there. I've never tried that. Have you, AJ? It's got to be hard to do without using two hands.
And that one dug out by Gillum. Cole. Sadie Grace over to Frakes. Sends it over. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum back to Reynolds. Off the net and in. It's a 1-point game.
Good hit there by Reynolds. Just hung up in the net long enough for it to go over the outstretched arms of Frakes and Wallace, who were both there to block it.
Mason and Kelly out. Long and Pennington in. Reynolds' third kill, 13th assist for Gillum. Pennington serve. Dug out by Kerr. Cole now over to Frakes. Dug out by Maddie Gillum over to Laura. Now to Reynolds. Dug out by Kerr. Frakes. Here to Williams. Dug out, diving save. Can't be handled after that. Another 2-point Lady Cav lead.
Good set.
Good
set by Frakes.
Yeah. She picks up her first assist. 8th kill for Williams. She'll check out. Arlie Thomas back in the serve, leading by 2. This serve over the net, dug out by Brazier. Gillum over to Long. Dug out by Thomas. Cole. Here to Sadie Grace. Sent over, dug out by Reynolds. Gillum setting up Brazier. Dug out by Sophie Cole.
Should
Thomas.
have something to work with if you're Summertown.
And that one's dug out by Kelly. Gillum.
No, but we don't.
And can't handle that one. It's a 3-point Lady Cav lead.
Kind of all started with the pass, and then Gillum had to chase it down and then just set it right at the referee.
Thomas back to serve again, leading by 3. Off the top of the net, can't get it over. Lead down to 2.
Well, you're where you were when Summertown went on that last run in the first set with Reynolds back serving. And I'd say if you're going to make a move, here's where you got to do it, AJ.
Reynolds serve, dug out by Sadie Grace. Nobody there, an ace. It's a 1-point game.
Well, unfortunate there for Sadie Grace. Just had to back up and dig it out, and nobody knew where it went.
First ace for Reynolds, second for Summertown. Sadie Grace digs that one out. Sophie now back to Sadie Grace over, dug out by Brazier. Gillum, long over, dug out by Cole. Frakes over to Sadie Grace, pushed over, saved by Brazier. Gillum back to Brazier, dug out by Cole. Thomas back to Sadie Grace, dug out by Kelly. Gillum over to Brazier. Diving save by Sophie Cole. Sadie Grace back in the play. Thomas over the net. Brazier. Gillum back to Brazier. Sent over. Thomas can't handle that one. We're tied at 22.
Nice touch there by Brazier. That's a good point there by both squads, no matter who won it. There's a lot of back and forth. Sadie Grace, Emily Brazier, Annalie Kelly both laying out just to keep that point alive.
22 all as Brazier picks up her 9th kill, 14th assist for Gillum. And
Sadie and Sophie. Sophie dug out the first hit Brazier had just to keep it alive.
Williams in for Thomas. Kerr digs out the serve. Williams over to Cole. Sent over, sent back by Gillum. Kerr. Williams. Cole. Dug out by Maddie Gillum over to Laura. Setting up Brazier. Tipped over. Diving save by Williams.
I was going to say, there's no way there wasn't a lift there. I kind of thought Wallace probably had it the first one, but
23-22 is the Lady Eagle lead. Reynolds serve, dug out by Sadie Grace. Williams here to Wallace. Dug out by Maddie Gillum. Kelly. And Brazier will get this one over the net. Cole. Williams back to Cole. Blocked, sent back over by Frakes. Reynolds, Gillum here to Brazier. Dug out by Wallace. Williams over to Cole. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum over to Brazier. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Williams here to Sadie Grace. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum back to Brazier. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace back in the play.
Great job by Sophie.
And Williams over the net. Maddie to Laura. Now to Brazier. Dug out by Williams. Cole back in the play. And Kerr will get it over the net. Reynolds. Gillum. Back to Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Frakes. And Sophie will get it over the net. Dug out by Gillum. Laura. Over to Brazier. Long.
Tough break there. That was a heck of a point. I don't know if I'm Coach Kelly. I don't call a timeout. Just let my team rest after that.
Tied up at 23 here in the second set. Just exchanging ties and leads. I wish my app would keep up with leads and ties in this one. Wallace's serve, dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Reynolds. Dug out by Wallace. Frakes. Here to Cole. And pinball.
Just return it.
Long over the net. Sophie. Cammie Williams over to Sadie Grace. Blocked. Long. And a miscommunication. The Lady Cats now a point away.
Well, again, that goes back to me kind of critiquing my kid. She's a senior. Maddie Gillum's a freshman. If you want it, make sure she knows you want it.
So Andrea Kelly will burn her final timeout. We'll be back here on the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the Ralph, Lady Cats with the 24-23 lead here in the second set. G.G. Wallace serving it up with the set on the line. Off of Kelly, pinballs around, and the first ace will give the Lady Cats a second set, tying it up here at a set apiece. We'll take a couple-minute break and have the start of the third when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Ead at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, from the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy and GMC dealer.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph as we're getting ready to go to the third set, all knotted up at a set apiece. Summertown taking the first 25-19, and the Lady Cats the second 25-23. Error-wise, Summertown with 20, Lawrence County with 29. Lady Cats had 16 in the second set. Summertown had 11.
Well, it's amazing. It's a 5-point difference, and you still got beat. That just shows. I mean, Lawrence County, I think, hitting-wise, you got to credit especially Sophie Cole back here. There were a lot of points. Summertown took the lead there. Looked like they were going to pull away. She made some layouts, kept the ball alive, and just kind of kept her team in it.
Kelly to serve it up to start off the third set. Cole setting up Williams. That one's long. It's a 1-0 Lady Eagle lead.
Do you think Steve Keaton changed his rotation around, or did Williams always start on the back row?
She has the last couple games.
Okay. For some reason, I didn't realize she started back there the first 2 sets.
Wallace over to Cole, now to Garland. Block, dug out by Garland. Williams back in the play. Cole will push this one over. Kelly, Gillum, setting up Mason. That one is long, and we're tied up at 1. No pun intended there. Yeah, the last couple games, Steve has kind of mixed things up, getting Cammie more involved. She's serving more.
Course,
she's setting more.
It's just 2 serves, and she's right on the front row. So
Cole's serve, dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Mason. Dug out by Williams. Cole, here to Sophie. Dug out by Gillum, sent back to Lawrence County. Wallace, Cole, here to Garland. That one is sent back off the block. Sophie, now to Wallace over the net. Kelly. Gillum, here to Brazier. Tip, dug out by Williams. Cole, here to Wallace. She'll punch it over, dug out by Brazier. Gillum, back to Brazier, and can't get it over. It's a 2-1 lead.
Tried to be a little too cute there and forgot to get it across.
It's like that putt. You leave 2 inches short.
Right.
Just tap it in.
Yep. It's the right idea. She did everything but hit it.
Cole serve, dug out by Reynolds. Gillum, here to Brazier. Dug out by Wallace. Cole sends that one over, and a carry called. Tied up at 2. Orange County has had 27 attack errors so far of their 31 in this game. Brazier serve, dug out by Williams. Cole, back to Williams. And that one can't be stopped. Lady Cats lead at 3-2.
Good job there. Good hit by Williams. It wasn't their hardest by any means, but it was good enough where someone had to lay out and make something happen, and nobody could fetch it.
It's her 9th kill as Gillum will set up Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace over to Wallace. That one's in. It's a 4-2 lead.
Just a lot of holes in the floor on Summertown side that balls drop that you just don't see on Lawrence County's side. If Lawrence County quit shooting herself in the foot, Summertown be in trouble.
Kerr's serve off the top of the net. Sadie Grace sends it back. A lot of bodies on the floor for Summertown's. Mason gets it over. Cole setting up Williams. Blocked by Burleson. Cole now to Wallace. Gets it over. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum. Over to Reynolds off the top of the net and in.
Gillum probably could have got called with 2 hands there on that one.
I didn't think the original kill attempt got over the net either, but it's so hard to tell when that ball goes into the net if a hand hits it or not. That's why the official is elevated there. Maddie Gillum the serve, trailing by 1. Sophie to Sadie Grace. Here to Garland, gets it over. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum over to Mason, dug out by Sophie. Over to Sadie Grace, over to Williams. Tipped over, dug out by Brazier. Gillum. Reynolds. Dug out by Kerr. Cole setting up Williams. Tips it over. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum. Here to Mason. Blocked.
Yeah, I don't think he got blocked. I don't think he ever got over it, and she did. He called it for 4. Hallelujah. Two hits in a row. Last 3 she's had really. Hadn't timed it right, and she hadn't got much on it.
5-3 is the lead as Reagan Frakes would come in for Cammie Garland. Serve here from Sophie Cole. Dug out by Maddie Gillum over the Laura. Now to Reynolds. That one never makes it over. It's 6-3.
That's about 4 points that Summertown's gave in this one that just didn't return it.
Cole to serve, leading by 3. Dug out by diving Gillum. Can't be saved, and that's the first ace for Sophie Cole, the team's second.
Good job by Sophie reading where Summertown wasn't. Wouldn't be surprised if you don't go there again.
She tried to, but it was dug out. Gillum, here to Mason. Dug out by Sadie Grace.
Somebody
Wallace.
had to have hit the net.
Yeah. Cole over. Gillum. Now to Brazier. Blocked by Frakes, down and in. It's now 8-3.
Going to get a timeout by Coach Kelly as well.
And she will call her first timeout here of the third set, trailing by 5. We'll take that break here on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
It's an 8-3 Lady Cat lead here in the third set as Andrea Kelly burns her first time out here of the third, trying to break a Lawrence County run that's sitting at 4-0.
Well, I said unforced forced errors. Lawrence County's cleaned that up so far in this third set, and Summertown has a many of them. So you're going to have to stop the bleeding here if you're Summertown. If you're Lawrence County, if I can't get a good return, I'm returning it and see what happens. I'm not going to give anything if I'm Lawrence County.
Sophie Cole serve, dug out by Maddie Gillum. Brazier now over to Reynolds. Tipped over, dug out by Wallace. Cole now to Williams. We'll get this one over the net. Kelly. Gillum. Here to Reynolds. That one is dug out by Kerr.
Yeah, it probably would have been long. Kayla kind of helped Summertown out on that one. But that's just instincts, AJ. Yep. What do you do?
Yeah, ball's coming in your direction, It's kind of hard to fight those instincts.
Yep.
Pennington and Long in the game. Pennington will serve. Dug out by Kerr, sent back to Summertown. Reynolds. Gillum. Here to Reynolds. Dug out by Williams. Cole will push it over. Saved by Reynolds. Frakes back over. Gillum, Long. Now to Pennington. Dug out by Kerr. Cole. Here to Frakes. And pinballed around. That one's in. It's a 9-4 lead.
Yeah, unfortunate. Brazier dove to dig that out, but Pennington was standing right in front of her, and it just kind of, like you said, pinballed right off Pennington.
Second kill for Frakes. 10th assist here for Cole. Williams back to serve. 5-point lead. One is dug out by Kelly. Gillum. Here to Reynolds. That one's it. 9-5 is now the lead. Reynolds coming away with kill number 6, 17th assist for Gillum. Thomas now in. Williams out for the Lady Cats.
Williams out. Reynolds back to serve. Summertown needs to go on a run right here. They could be in trouble.
Reynolds serve in the net. Their third service error in the game. Each side has just combined for 5 service errors, which is pretty good for both teams.
Right.
Wallace will get this one over the net, dug out by Reynolds. Gillum. Here to Brazier. Tipped over, sent back by Frakes, and Frakes was in the net. It's a 10-6. As Burleson back in, Maddie Gillum will check out, and Laura Gillum will go back and serve, trailing by 4 here in the third. As over the net, dug out by Wallace. Thomas. Here to Kerr, can't get that one over. It's 10-7.
I love Michaela Kerr. I coached her when she was a little kid, and I promise you, nobody wants to win this more.
She's actually
and is all over the place and just ready to go than Michaela Kerr.
She's come on strong the last few games here as far as getting kills go, as Thomas gets called there for the carry. It's now 10-8. Cole digs out the serve. Thomas here to Sadie Grace. Blocked. Wallace. Thomas here to Kerr. And that one's blocked by Burleson. Kerr. Cole. Thomas will punch it over. Kelly. Gillum. Over to Brazier. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Thomas.
Should get a free one, should Summertown.
Kelly. Gillum. Here to Burleson. Dug out by Sophie. Thomas. Setting up Sadie Grace. Falls in. It's now 11-8.
Big shout out to my mother. She had to let me know she cooked, that there's food at the house.
Thomas picks up her 6th assist, 8 kill here for Cole. As Brazier and Cammie Garland come in, Sophie Cole, Reagan Frakes check out. 11-8's a Lady Cat lead here in the third set. Reagan Brazier back to serve. And that one doesn't make it over. It's now 11-9.
Had to look over at her mom and dad. They look about like I do when my kid does something like that.
The old just hang the head deal.
Yeah.
No surrender cobras. Kelly serve, dug out by Wallace. Cole, here to Thomas. Dug out by Brazier. Huff-Stepler, over to Brazier, dug out by Sophie Cole. Thomas setting up Sadie Grace, tipped, and in.
Everybody for Summertown on the back row just wanted to watch and wanted somebody else to get it. Reynolds came at the last minute to try to lay out and get it, but too late.
Williams back in for Thomas. Thomas checks out with her 7th assist, 9th kill for Cole. Her turn to serve, 3-point lead. Is dug out by Reynolds. Huff-Stepler sending up Brazier, tipped over, dug out by Kerr. Williams will push it back. Kelly, Huff-Stepler, Mason, dug out by Wallace. Cole, here to Williams. Long, 2-point lead again. Make that now 31 attack errors for Lawrence County in the game. Brazier serve, dug out by Wallace. Cole sends it over, dug out by Brazier. Huff-Stepler setting up Burleson, but an error called against Huff-Stepler for the carry. Kerr's turn to serve again. Over the net, dug out by Burleson. Huff-Stepler back to Burleson. Dug out by Wallace. Garland over the net. Reynolds, Huff-Stepler now to Mason. Dug out by Williams. Cole, here to Wallace, gets it over. Brazier, Huff-Stepler, here to Burleson. Long, 14-10.
And then that spot again, I said we struggle with. Need to get off this point.
Kerr to serve in the middle of the court, dug out by Kelly. Huff-Stepler, here to Mason. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace over to Williams. That one is in. It's a 15-10 lead. Williams with kill number 10, 11th assist for Cole. Kerr to serve again. Dug out by Kelly. Huff-Stepler, here to Reynolds. That one is long. It's now 16-10.
You kind of feel it shifting. You can kind of see it. Lawrence County settled down. They're not making unforced errors.
Reynolds here. That one is long again. It's now 17-10, and Andrea Kelly is going to burn her second and final timeout here of the third set. We will take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
You shot me if you don't quit.
And back here at the Ralph, it's a 17-10 Lawrence County lead as Andrea Kelly has burned both her timeouts in the third. Lady Cats on a 5-0 run, and Michaela was trying
ready
to
start
go. Yeah. Michaela is funny. The moment the whistle blows from the official, the ball's in the air.
That's right.
She plays about as fast as you can in a very fast sport. That one's over the net, dug out by Brazier. Huff-Stepler here to Mason. And pinballed. Williams gets it over. Diving save from Kelly. Burleson Mason. And Kelly Huff-Stepler called for the carry to make it 18-10.
I tell you what, Sophie right now is my MVP because some good hits that Summertown's had on when they haven't shot themselves in the foot. She said,
Kelly, Huff-Stepler, here to Brazier. And that one pinballs but can't be stopped as Brazier picks up the kill. It's now 18-11. Make that now 10 kills for Brazier in the double figures. Burleson out, Maddie Gillum in. Laura Gillum will come in for Huff Stevler. Serve here from Maddie Gillum, dug out by Sophie. Over to Sadie Grace, now to Cammie Garland. Blocked, and down and in by Ellie Lou Mason. Makes it 18-12.
You can play aggressive. Come on, freshman.
Just had a busy late afternoon, early evening here.
Collinwood, she played 7 games.
Cole, and Williams tips it over. Mason sends it back. Cole, Sophie, now over to Cammie Williams. Slammed home.
Good hit there. Not a set at the net. She had to wait on it, time it. She hammered that one home. That was almost on the back line.
Williams with her 11th kill. Sophie Kohler's second assist. Garland checks out. Reagan Frakes in. 7-point Lady Cat lead here in the third. Sophie Cole's serve. Dug out by Maddie Gillum. Sent to Frakes. Dug out by Gillum. Reynolds pushes it over. Williams. Cole back to Williams. That one's in again, back-to-back kills, and the Lady Cats have hit the back stretch.
Breaking away here. Summertown's in a lot of trouble. They're going to have to figure some things out and try to win the third and the last set because I don't see no way they're coming back in this one.
Cole serve, dug out by Gillum. To Laura, over to Mason, tipped over, dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace, and Wallace slaps it over. Gillum, Reynolds, and Kelly over. Sadie Grace. Kerr, here to Williams. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum sends it back. Sadie Grace, Frakes, here to Williams. Tipped over, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, here to Reynolds, gets this one over. Sadie Grace. Sophie, now back to Sadie Grace, pushed over.
Good job
Brazier.
by the sisters there. You wouldn't be able to get a good hit on it. Just return it, and you still got a point out of it.
And Brazier and Frakes comes away with the block. Lady Cats lead at 21-12. Second block for a point for Frakes. And the team's fourth. Sophie Cole back to serve again. Into the net, makes it 21-13.
You can have those errors when you got an 8-point lead, though, and only 4 away from closing out the third set. We won't harp on that mistake.
That broke a 3-0 Lady Cat run. Pennington checks in. Her serve dug out by Sadie Grace. Sophie back in the play. Williams will get this one over the net. Maddie Gillum over to Laura Gillum. Now to Mackenzie Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. Williams saves it. Cole over the net. That's Maddie Gillum. Laura over to Reynolds again. Dug out by Sadie Grace. Williams. Here to Sophie. Over the net. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum tried to slap it over and can't. It's 22-13. Kelly back in for Pennington. Harley Thomas will come in for Cammie Williams. Thomas will go back and serve. Thomas's serve, dug out by Brazier. Gillum, here to Reynolds, dug out by Thomas. Sophie, here to Sadie Grace, dug out by Maddie Gillum. Laura, over to Mackenzie Reynolds, dug out by Kerr. Thomas, setting up Cole. Sent back off the block. Frakes setting up Cole again. She'll push it over and can't make it over the net. Makes it 22-14. As Reynolds will go back and serve the rotation that Clint, you say Summertown wants.
It's where you want to be, especially if it's like 22-22, but 22-14 I don't think it's going to matter.
Sadie Grace is killed, dug out, sent back over by Gillum. Pinballs over to Sophie Cole, who punches it over. Maddie to Laura. Now to Brazier. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Wallace. Here to Sadie Grace. Dug out by Gillum. Kelly. Here to Brazier. She'll get it over. Dug out by Wallace. Thomas over to Cole. Tipped over. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum setting up long. Blocked by Frakes. Sent back by Brazier and in.
Good read there. Knew everybody was up.
Her 11th kill. And Summertown scored 3 out of the last 4 points in this one. 22-15's the lead. Reynolds serve a hair long, makes it 23-15. Wallace has turned the serve. Lady Cats 2 points away from taking the third. That one is over the net, dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Brazier, sends it over, dug out by Wallace. Thomas here to Cole, and can't get it over. 23-16.
Lady Cats just making us stay here longer than that's all they're doing. They should have already closed this third set out.
Hey, the fair is open to 11 tonight.
That's right.
Gillum serve, dug out by Wallace. Thomas here to sent back over. This one now. Kerr somehow got it over. They say, say that it went around the foul pole there. 23-17. Gillum back to serve again. Dug out by Wallace. Thomas here to Cole, tipped over. Dug out by Burleson. And Brazier slams it home to make it 23-18.
Good job by him. Didn't get set, just read a pass that went out wide and went up and hit it home.
Steve Keaton here going to burn his first time out of the third set. We'll take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
And back here at the Ralph, Steve Keaton burns his first time out. Gillum to serve up again.
Summertown should get something free to work with here.
Kerr gets it over. Kelly. Gillum setting up Burleson. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Kerr here to Sadie Grace. That one's in. The Lady Cats are now a point away. Cole now has a double-double with her 10th kill there of the game. So Frakes and Sophie Cole check out. Reagan Brazier. Camby Garland check in. Now it's time to play Name That Brazier.
End it with an ace here, Reagan. Let's get this fourth set started.
Brazier digs out the Brazier serve. Gillum now back to Brazier, dug out by Thomas. Kerr here to Cole. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum saves it. Brazier pushes it over. Reagan Brazier with the save. Sadie Grace back over. Emily. Laura back to Brazier. That one's in. Makes it 24-19. And Brazier going to pick up her 13th kill, 18th assist for Gillum. Pennington and Long check out. Kelly and Mason back in. Kelly to serve. Dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace slaps it over. Dug out by Gillum. Burleson. Reynolds. Dug out by Wallace. Thomas. Here to Cole. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum. Here to Brazier. Tipped over to Sophie Cole. Thomas setting up Sadie Grace. That one's in on the back line, and the Lady Cats are going to take the third set 25-19 and a 2-1 advantage. We'll take a couple-minute break at the start of the fourth when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Tired of driving into the city every time you need appliances, furniture, or heck, just about anything? Next time, stay local and come to Swap and Shop Center. We have everything you want, from computers to furniture, major appliances, lawn and garden tools, electronics, you name it. Our #1 goal is to get you the items you need at a price you can afford. We even offer 120 days same as cash financing. We won't be undersold. We specialize in service after the sale. We pick up where everyone else leaves off. Swap and Shop Center, family owned and operated in Lawrenceburg for over 61 years.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
If you're stuck, then you're in luck. Call Tyler McDowell with In-Service Towing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for quick, reliable service. When you find yourself in a bind, In-Service offers full-service towing and recovery services as well as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and emergency roadside assistance. Family-owned, family-operated. When you need a hand, call In-Service Towing or ask for them by name. Serving Southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Phone number 931-843-9098 or visit inservicespecialties.com.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph, getting ready to start the fourth set. Lawrence County leading Summertown 2-1. Summertown took the first, and the Lady Cats have taken the last two. Airwise, Lawrence County 40 total, Summertown with 32 total. Sadie Grace Cole back to serve it up to start the fourth set. That one's dug out by Reynolds, Laura Gillum. Now back to Reynolds. Dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace setting up Cami Garland on the back line, and the first point for the Lady Cats. Garland picking a good time for her first kill. 13th assist for Cole. Cole back to serve again. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum setting up Brazier, and that one's in to tie the game up at 1. Make that assist number 19 for Gillum, 14th kill for Brazier.
Yeah, kind of thought Summertown might change the rotation here, but Brazier back to serve first for the Lady Eagles.
She'll serve, dug out by Sophie. Now to Sadie Grace, over to Kerr. She'll get it over the net. Brazier. Gillum. Here from Mason. That one's in. The Lady Eagles lead at 2-1.
That's what we need, Ellie Lou. Hit it hard. If you mess up hitting it hard.
You can tell. When Summertown gets it rolling, they always have a pretty good middle hitter that can hit it either direction. Brazier's next serve. Just a hair long, and we're tied up at 2.
That's what you can have.
Kerr's turn the serve, tied up at 2 here in the fourth set. Her serve is dug out by Brazier. Gillum setting up Burleson. And dug out by Sadie Grace, over to Kerr. Now to Sophie Cole, dug out. Gillum over to Reynolds off the top of the net, dug out by Cole. Sophie now over to Cami Williams. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum. And Mason will get it over the net. Sophie. Sadie Grace now over to Williams. That one's in. It's a 3-2 Lady Cat lead.
Good hit there by Williams. Tell you what, Williams can get up too.
She's got some good hang time on top of that. I've always said I want to have a radar gun to see the exit velocity of some of these hits. Williams picks up kill number 13, 14th assist for Cole. Kerr's serve, dug out. Huffstedler now to Reynolds, dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace setting up Williams. Another rocket, that one's in to make it 4-2.
Going to trade out Burleson twins, I think. Josie going to come in for JC. But if you wasn't paying attention, you wouldn't have noticed it.
Thankfully, you said something. Now it's from name that Brazier to name that Burleson. And woo! Oh, man.
Again, I said there's a lot of times volleyball players don't read when the other team sets you. Williams isn't one of them.
Whew.
Summertown just couldn't get anything out of that pass except to set up Williams, and she made them pay for it.
That's kill number 15 for her. Brazier here setting up Reynolds over the net. Sophie. Sadie Grace now to Garland. That one falls in to make it 6-2. Both of her kills coming here in the fourth set. 16 assists for Sadie Grace. Kerr here with the hot hand in the fourth. Back to serve again. Dug out by Brazier. Huffstedler. Now to Reynolds. Dug out by Kerr. Cole. Here to Williams. Tipped over, and that one pinballs around. And another kill for Williams.
Hey, I tell you how good things going for Summertown is Williams didn't even get a good hit on it, just had to volley it back over, and instead of passing it, we let it hit us in the head.
Gillum back in for Huffstedler, 7-2 Lady Cat lead. Kelly digs out the serve. Gillum here to Mason, dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace back over, dug out by Reynolds. That one can't be stopped. The lead is now 8-2. And Andrea Kelly will burn her first time out of the fourth set, trailing by 6. Take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the Ralph, Summertown burns its first time out. Lawrence County here in the midst of a 7-0 run. Kelly digs out the serve. Gillum over to Mason, tipped over. Williams. Cole setting up Wallace. That one's in to make it 9-2. Wallace now with her third kill, 18th assist for Cole. 7-point Lady Cav lead, 8-0 run. Kerr serve, dug out by Brazier. Gillum, Mason, dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace here to Garland. That one doesn't get over. It's a 9-3. Maddie Gillum in. Josie Burleson out. Gillum serve, dug out by Kerr. Cole here to Garland. Dug out, and Gillum can't get that one over. It's now 10-3.
Kind of hard to watch Summertown right now. Of course, I'm a fan and a dad, and I cover Summertown sports, but it ain't pretty right now.
Frank's in for Garland. Sophie Cole back to serve it up. Off the top of the net and in for the ace. It's now 11-3. Sophie's second ace and the team's third. She had 6 last night against Lincoln County, including closing out the second and third sets with an ace. That one's over the net, dug out by Brazier. Gillum here to Reynolds. Tip, dug out by Sophie Cole. Hard the net, Sadie Grace over. That one's in. It's at 12-3. Just everything going Lawrence County's way right now.
Well, again, Mark, keys to the game. Lawrence County can't have unforced errors. They had a lot in that first one, but they've shrunk and shrunk. Every ball Summertown returns, even if Summertown gets a good hit on it, Lawrence County's getting a return out of it. Sadie and Sophie are all over the place. Kerr's all over the place, keeping alive. And then, you've got such good hitters on that front row that you're just kind of outnumbered if you're Summertown.
Reynolds picks up kill number 7. Pennington and long in. Pennington will serve, dug out by Kerr. Williams sends it over and wide. 12-5.
It's one of the few misses Williams has had in this game.
Serve up by Pennington, dug out by Kerr. Williams setting up Sadie Grace, dug out by Brazier. Gillum here to Long. Dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace Williams will get it over. Pennington, Brazier, now to Reynolds. Got it over, dug out by Sophie.
Good job by McKenzie.
Sadie Grace here over to Wallace, dug out by Brazier. Gillum here to Reynolds, blocked by Frakes, and can't be stopped. It's a 13-5 lead. Frakes with her third block for a point, and the team's 5th. Thomas in for Williams with an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Serve here from Thomas. That one's over the net, dug out by Brazier. And that one over by Long. Sophie here to Wallace, dug out by Kelly. Gillum setting up Brazier. Dug out by Thomas, goes backwards, and another kill for Brazier. It's a 13-6. Brazier now with 15 kills, 22nd assist for Gillum. So I got a bit distracted by the Cubs leading the Braves 2-1, but don't hold your breath, Braves fans. We blew a 6-0 lead last night.
I was going to say, that doesn't mean anything.
And just a half-game lead in the wild card. Big Kill there by Brazier, and then Frakes called in the net to make it 13-7.
I tell you, Sophie Cole, M's going to see her in her nightmares. You know, M had a great first set and even second set, but since then, anything M's hit that she's hit hard, Sophie's just digging it out.
Reynolds serve dug out by Sadie Grace over to Sophie. Now back to Sadie Grace. That one's in, makes it 14-7.
Summertown had a good opportunity to block that one and just too far away from the net. Couldn't get enough hand on it.
Sophie's 4th assist, Sadie Grace's 14th kill. Wallace back to serve. That one's very quiet, Jim, here. Reynolds digs it out. Gillum back to Reynolds, dug out by Sophie. Thomas here to Frakes, tipped over and in. Makes it 15-7.
Good touch by Reagan. Read everybody up for the block, just pushed it over to the right, and it falls in.
9th assist for Thomas, 3rd kill for Frakes. She also has 3 blocks for points as well. 15-7 is the lead here in the 4th. Wallace back to serve again. So Jim got almost tennis quiet.
Yeah.
Gillum over to Brazier, tipped over, dug out by Kerr. Thomas here to Cole.
It's a one-sided right now. Even Lawrence County fans aren't excited.
Sadie Grace hits it in the net. It's now 15-8. As Josie back in for Maddie Gillum. Laura Gillum serve, dug out by Sophie. Wallace here to Sadie Grace over the net, dug out by Brazier. Gillum here to Brazier, dug out by Sophie. Now Thomas here to Sadie Grace, dug out by Kelly. Brazier. And Gillum will get this one over the net. Cole. Thomas here to Frakes, dug out by Brazier. Gillum and long over the net.
Yeah,
and that one's on the back line. Sophie thought it was going long, and
I probably would have had to let that go too, but it's just luckiest point Summertown will get tonight.
Long her first kill, 23rd assist here for Gillum. Laura back to serve again, trailing by 6 here in the 4th. Dug out by Sophie. Thomas setting up Kerr. That one is in for the kill. It's 16-9.
Summertown, I tell you, they're just a day late and $1 short on their timing, on their blocks, on their hits.
Garland and Reagan Brazier in. Name that Brazier. It's Reagan's turn to serve. Reagan Frakes and Sophie Cole will check out. Brazier's serve. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum here to Emily. Can't get it over. It's 17-9.
Em getting a little frustrated now, and she's going to have to calm down a little bit.
Andrea Kelly calls a timeout with her team trailing by 8. Her final timeout. We'll take that break as well on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app. Available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph, Lawrence County with a 17-9 lead here in the 4th set. Summertown has used up both of its timeouts as Andrea Kelly tries to implore her team here to force this to a 5th and deciding set.
I just hope Coach Keaton don't use any of his timeouts. We'll get out here a little early.
7 o'clock, game started at around the 5:30 range. Brazier serve, dug out by Reynolds. Gillum here to Brazier, slapped over Thomas, Wallace, and Reagan Brazier over the net. Emily Brazier digs it out, and Gillum now back to Brazier. That one's in, makes it 17-10. Emily's 16th kill, 24th assist for Gillum. Pennington a long check out, Kelly and Mason back in. And Sophie Cole back into the game for Reagan Brazier as well. Serve here from Kelly. Just a hair long, makes it 18-10.
Well, I was just about to say, you've cut it to 7. You're in double digits now. If you're going to make a run, here's where it's got to be, and we have another service error.
And Cammie Williams checks back in. Arlie Thomas will check out. 8-point Lady Cat lead. Sadie Grace's serve. Off the top of the net, Kelly. And Reynolds over the net, Sophie. Sadie Grace over, dug out by Reynolds. Gillum out of the net, Brazier over the net, Sadie Grace. Wallace, and just out of the reach of Cammie Williams, makes it 18-11.
Brazier, if you're Brazier right here, you've got to try to get a little creative. You might hit it in the net, you might hit it long, but you're going to have to pick up some points on some aces or something.
Brazier's serve, and speaking of, Clint comes up with an ace.
I mean, you're going to have to do something that your team can calm down a little bit, that you're not going to have to work for.
That's her first ace and the team's third. Brazier's next serve, dug out by Wallace. Cole, here to Williams, and dug out by Kelly. Brazier here to Reynolds, tipped over and in.
Good pass by Brazier over to Reynolds, and Reynolds read it, just instead of trying to hit it hard, just took what the defense gave, found a great spot there.
Reynolds' 8th kill. It's a 5-point lead. 3-0 run here by Summertown. And now
Dadgummit.
Steve Keaton will call his first time out here. The 4-7 will take the break as well here on the X Sports Network.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph, Summertown on a 3-0 run. Steve Keaton has burned his first time out here of the 4-set, much to Clint Brazier's chagrin.
Well, hey, he sometimes cut it to 5. You don't want to take any chances here. I totally understand the timeout. That was more of a joke than it was anything. But
Brazier served, dug out by Williams. Cole now back to Williams. Slammed home. It's now 19-13.
And that timeout might have been saying, hey, let's quit trying to do anything we don't know to do. Let's set our best players and get good passes, and that's exactly what just happened.
Back-to-back nights. Williams has 17 kills. Cole with her 19th assist. Kerr to serve. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum here to Mason. Dug out by Kerr. Cole sends it over. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum here to Burleson. Dug out by Kerr. Wallace here to Williams. And Kelly with the save.
Good dive by Anna Lee.
Reynolds over the net. Dug out by Sophie. Sadie Grace sends it over. Saved by Gillum. Brazier here. And Reynolds will get it over the net. Williams. Cole setting up Williams. Blocked. Dug out by Kerr. And too many bodies in the way. And Burleson's block makes it 19-14.
Unfortunate there for Lawrence County. They just had so many people going after it that they all tangled up with each other.
It's like that song, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor,
yeah.
But unfortunately that was not what Lawrence County wanted there. Kerr, Cole, here to Wallace. Over, nobody there, and now the Lady Cats have hit the backstretch.
Good little drop shot there by Gigi. Basically went the whole across the court there and just dropped it right in where Summertown couldn't get to it.
Frakes in, Garland out, Sophie Cole back to serve, leading 20-14. 4th kill for Gigi Wallace. Sophie's serve falls in for the ace to make it 21-14. Her first, hit the wrong button. It's her 3rd ace.
I was going to say, it's not her first.
And the team's 4th. Cole's serve. And make it back-to-back aces as that one pinned ball off Ellie Lou's face. 22-14. Her 4th, team 6th. Her team's 5th. Next serve here from Sophie. Dug out by Gillum.
Another ace.
Make it 3 in a row, 23-14.
Somebody check that ball. Because whatever it's got on it, Summertown can't do anything with it.
Sophie Cole's next serve. Dug out by Gillum. Laura sends it over. Dug out by Wallace. Cole here to Williams. Slammed home. Lady Cats now a point away. 18 kills for Williams, 21st assist for Cole. Quiet here. Sophie serves it up. Brazier digs it out. Gillum here to Mason. Off of Kerr and in. And that makes it 24-15.
I appreciate that, Michaela. Just letting it be a little bit more respectable. She's a good kid, Michaela is.
25th assist for Gillum, 4th kill for Mason. She'll check out. Pennington and Long in. Pennington serve. Dug out by Kerr. Williams setting up Sophie Cole. Dug out by Pennington. Gillum. Here to Reynolds. And pinballed Wallace. Kerr will get this one over the net. Brazier. Gillum. Here to Long. Dug out by Sophie. Kerr. And that one will go long. Makes it 24-16. 38 attack errors in the game here for the Lady Cats.
A lot of pressure for Pennington serving here.
Dug out by Cole. Williams. Here to Frakes. Gets it over. Dug out by Reynolds. Gillum. And Reynolds will get it over. Frakes. Wallace. Sophie over the net. Long makes it 24-17.
Coach Keaton don't like it. Hey, them's your people, Coach. You're the one nominated them to call.
3-0 run here for the Eagles. Sophie digs out the Pennington serve. Williams here to Sadie Grace. Dug out by Brazier. Gillum. Here to Brazier over the net. Sophie.
Should
Sadie
get something
Grace.
to work with.
Frakes falls in, and the Lady Cats will take it. For the first time since 2018, Lawrence County has defeated Summertown in volleyball. They'll go to 30-9 overall, and Summertown will drop to 19-15 here. Clint, your final thoughts here on the game?
Well, our keys to the game, my keys to the game was Lawrence County just can't have unforced errors. Now, they had a lot in that first set, and they lost that first set. But every game they got a little bit cleaner. And the other thing that was the big difference maker was effort. I mean, Lawrence County was all over the floor, and Summertown, whether it was lack of effort or lack of communication, didn't know who was supposed to get what. Lawrence County, Sophie Cole, Michaela Grace, Sadie Cole, they didn't care about it. If they could get it, lay out and get it, that's what they did. So you got to kind of go back to the drawing board if you're Summertown. You got to get ready for district tournament where you can still make a run. Mm-hmm. And if you're Lawrence County, hey, you take this and build off that tough loss last night at Lincoln County, and you go make a run in your district and possibly state tournament.
They got a big district game here tomorrow night. It'll be senior night for the Lady Cats as they take on Columbia. They win that. They win the regular season crown, get the first seed in the district tournament next week. That will start on Tuesday for them. They're hosting anyways on Tuesday before they go to Shelbyville for the semifinals and the championship game on Thursday. So coming up tomorrow, we mentioned Lawrence County, the Lady Cats hosting Columbia on senior night, and Loretto football will be hosting East Hickman tomorrow night as they try to go to 7-0, and I believe for the first time in school history, try to start a season at 7-0. So also, a lot of history on the line tomorrow night.
Good luck to the Summertown Eagles, Lady Eagles golf team.
Yep.
Start region tomorrow at Henry Horton.
Okay.
I thought,
was that on Friday or tomorrow?
Friday. For some reason, I keep thinking today's Thursday. We're not supposed to be playing volleyball on Wednesday.
It's supposed to be an X Sports Live night.
That's right. It's supposed to be at Heine's. I'm supposed to be eating right now.
So for Clint Brazier, for producer extraordinaire Kevin Wright, this is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. Have a great evening.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.